welcome back to Raytown Public
Radio.
Thank you, sir. I'm Pat.
I'm Dwayne.
Why are you hiding?
This is all the cord I have.
That's all you can get? Yeah. Let's see what we can do here. Still working on some bugs. Yeah, we'll work. I'll get quit on it this afternoon. Fix lickety split. No problems. So what other observations do you have of the studio?
Why do you have light fixtures over there?
We're going to put like puck lights in them that like you can use with a remote so that like it'll look cool.
Puck lights from the real world?
Does he make his own? If Puck makes Puck branded puck lights, I will definitely be splurging on those. But is there anything you wouldn't buy that like would you buy Puck branded peanut butter? Do you remember that scene?
No.
You don't remember the scene?
No.
Do you remember Puck?
I do.
That's one of the few. Peanut butter?
Yeah, he stuck his finger in the peanut butter, but it was the peanut butter he was sharing with the guy who had AIDS.
Oh.
And he got real mad because, like, Puck would shoot snot rockets out of his nose with one hand, and then he would go dip it in the peanut butter. And the guy was like, I have anti-immunodeficiency syndrome. I could die of a cold. Could you not? And then they got into it.
That's kind of an asshole move.
Yeah.
They were like, is AIDS transferable via saliva?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No.
I feel really ignorant.
I kind of do too.
Yeah. They've cured HIV though, right? Isn't it? There's like a treatment.
5 people that don't have it anymore.
Yeah, that have been cured.
Yeah.
So that seems like a good thing.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess it doesn't even take saliva though. Like just a small cut, and you put the spoon back in.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I would be weary of sharing.
Let's say your domestic partner comes home and says, I got AIDS, but it was just from the peanut butter. How does that conversation go?
Yeah.
Come into frame a little bit. Slide this way. Don't be afraid.
Somewhere that, like, you can actually only get AIDS from having sex.
Oh, not?
Anal sex. Like, not even...
What? That seems like anti-gay propaganda.
Yeah.
So they're, like, saying, like...
Is this like Joe Rogan?
This is the medical misinformation podcast.
That's a great podcast.
Tune in to learn nothing about AIDS.
I definitely didn't read that in a scientific journal.
How's life? Where were you just recently?
Washington State. Anacortes, Washington.
Why do you say it like that? What's an Anacortes?
The place?
Sure, but like you said it with a little bit of a smirk.
Oh, because you said it sounded like an ancient burial ground or something.
Yeah, it doesn't sound. It sounds like the. Are you guys watching The Last of Us on HBO?
Yeah.
It sounds like the mushroom varietal they're calling that.
Oh.
Don't they call it something? Like it's a fungus?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds real weird. Do they have, was it exciting times up there or what?
It's about
a nice place.
30 miles south of where him and I lived in Bellingham.
So between Bellingham and Seattle?
Yes.
That seems like a lovely area.
Yeah, it's more toward Bellingham than Seattle. About
it could be hit or miss.
It was colder than shit the whole time I was up there, though.
Did you go digging for gooey ducks?
I did not do that.
That's sad.
We went up to Mount Baker, but then the road was snowed in, so we didn't go up.
Did you go to any of the islands?
No.
So I was talking. So there's just a bunch of islands that people live on up there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they own them?
You could take a ferry out there. Yeah.
Well, and there's like the military base on Whidbey Island, and there's different stuff like that.
I wouldn't want to go to that island too much. So my cousins are in town, and they live in Salt Lake City, Sarah and Devin, and they were telling me that, and I'm just blown away by this, that they say that it could happen sometime in the next 5 years. Like it won't happen before 5 years, but Salt Lake City is drying up. The Great Salt Lake.
Yeah.
What do you call it? The Salt Lake? Is that it?
The Great Salt Lake.
Okay,
yeah.
It's drying up apparently. And the last time a lake that was this salty dried up, it was like a fraction of the size, and it created some giant arsenic clouds.
Oh.
So they're saying that if the Great Salt Lake, and it's like way bigger than the last one, actually dries up, it's going to create arsenic clouds that are going to waft over Salt Lake City and just kill everybody. So, like, all the residents are talking about, when do we move? Where are we going?
Oh, so there's going to be...
It'll be the first great climate disaster. They're saying, like, Salt Lake City, as early as 5 years from now, will be the first great climate disaster.
This will be a tangible climate disaster.
Yeah, like one that, like, kills a bunch. Like, they're already kind of happening, right? Aren't there, like, huge floods in, like, parts of the world where they're not able to recover from them?
Yeah, and, like, and
California right now.
And as seawater level rises, islands disappear.
Is that, like... Islands are disappearing?
Well, I mean, like, we're not there yet, but, like, shores creep up, and eventually there will be an exodus of human beings from islands.
Yeah. That's wild.
But an arsenic cloud's kind of cool. I mean, relative.
Well, I mean, if you gotta be swallowed up by the ocean or die of an arsenic cloud,
how does dried salt water turn into arsenic?
I don't understand it. He tried to explain it to me, but it's above my pay grade. I'm choosing to take this bar conversation at gospel.
Yeah.
So
there was years and years ago, they like the fireworks, like snakes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The dumbest one.
Yeah. Well, they used to make those with arsenic.
Oh.
And like, then somebody was like, "Can't do that."
Can't have arsenic snakes anymore.
Yeah. So you had to not sell them, but there wasn't an approved disposal method. So we had like 7 pallets of arsenic snakes in the warehouse for like 10 years.
And you just took them and had an arsenic snake party?
Well, I think eventually there was they came up with a disposal, like a hazmat way to dispose of it. But
how many different, like, because arsenic, like, if you, like, it's supposed to kill you, right?
It's not great for you, yeah.
How many, like, hazardous chemicals do you think they used in fireworks through the years that they're like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't blow that up?
Yeah, probably a lot.
Yeah. It's wild. Have you heard about the self-driving cars, like,
not working,
like malfunctioning and like?
Yeah. I think I don't know, but I did see a thing that was like, the statistical probability of dying in a malfunctioning self-driving car is a lot less likely than you would be to die on your own accord driving.
Really? I was about to ask that question. Like, would you rather drive in a Tesla that drives itself, or like, would you rather drive with me? Like, we have to ride to Warrensburg.
Yeah.
The Tesla or me?
What do you think? You are a worse driver
than the Tesla?
Yeah.
I don't know. Some of them, apparently, the steering wheel fell off. That was a headline I read last week.
Yeah, that might.
You're just driving down the road and I've got my fucking steering wheel in my hand. Well, this is going to be complicated.
It's like a Benny Hill type scenario.
What do you do? Just like grab the whatever the steering wheel's attached to, and
it should be like a rod,
get some pliers,
like a nut type thing. Yeah, you could put a pair of pliers on there.
Yeah, just grab your emergency pliers. Start.
Vice grips.
Yeah, emergency vice grips.
This is what I keep these here for. So you watched The Last of Us?
Yeah.
And you haven't started it?
No, not yet.
Who's HBO? Do you need an HBO?
No, I'm just waiting to. I take a month off. Yeah, I take a month off or 2 months off, and then go back, and there's lots of shows to watch.
So have you played the game? You've never watched it.
I've played the game.
Okay, did you play the game?
No.
I think is this the first game? I guess Tomb Raider.
We talked about this last time,
we
didn't
talked
we?
about this last
Did
time.
we really?
Yeah, I think so.
Halo sucked. Halo wasn't good.
We're talking movies to games, though, right? Or games to movies. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah,
you said
the new Mortal Kombat was all right.
The Silent Hill.
So yeah, Silent Hill was good.
That's 2 Hill references: Benny Hill and Silent Hill.
Couldn't be further apart.
Yeah. It doesn't amount to a hill of beans.
Stop.
Keep going, please.
That's all I got. This is all I Hill references.
Now.
Grant Hill.
There was a thought in my head about something that happened, and I forgot about it.
Did you know in Grant Hill is the word anthill?
Did you just come to that?
Yeah, it just
in real time.
Yes.
You're like, did you know this?
Just hit me.
Yeah, I do know that.
Oh,
I didn't. I guess I kind of did. It hadn't dawned on me.
Right.
But thanks for bringing that to light.
Yeah.
You guys want to try this peep flavored Pepsi?
Yeah.
Where'd you see that?
I don't know where I got it. Yeah, QT probably.
We got it in a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I'm not trying.
Well, that's what I'm here for.
And here we are.
Artificial marshmallow flavored Pepsi. I don't know why they didn't call it a Peepsy. It was just one E they had to add there.
So, have you had
regular Pepsi?
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Okay. Now there's Coke has another flavor. It's like Dreams flavored. Have you had that?
Dream flavored?
Yeah.
What do your dreams taste like?
I don't know. I should have got that. Damn it.
I'll try it first.
Do you have AIDS?
Well, I did. It's cured though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
It's not. I think
like
it might be better than regular Pepsi.
Oh,
No. It tastes like a birthday cake.
It's like vanilla Coke.
no, thank you.
Do you think the temperature has an effect?
It doesn't help.
Icy cold,
but
you'd be in.
Yeah.
I don't think. I still don't think it'd be in. It's too sweet.
Do you like actual Peeps?
No, I've never eaten one.
You've never eaten a Peep in your whole life?
You've never had one?
I don't
Next
like.
week.
Next week, Peeps it is.
I don't
It's
like
the
marshmallows.
season. Have you ever had a circus
You
peanut?
don't like marshmallows?
No, and yes. We.
Are you just saying that so I won't bring in circus peanuts?
No. Were you at fireworks at this point when we had Candy Club in the Pyro Tent?
Candy Club and the Pyro. That's a good band name. Candy
Yeah.
Club and the Pyro.
Yeah, that is a good band name. Yeah, you had to eat a circus peanut to get in.
Oh,
Like customer-wise, too?
No,
Just workers?
just workers. Yeah, we'd bring like just bags and bags of candy. But if you wanted to like participate in the exchange, you had to eat a circus
Let's bring
peanut.
that back.
that's a good initiation.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
I went to the Green Lady Lounge last night.
well, that's a fun time.
It is a fun time.
Yeah,
What is it?
jazz club.
Yeah, why don't you describe it, Stroud?
It's a swanky like jazz joint. They got a good drink menu, like fancy drinks.
Real drinks?
Yeah. And then there's a live band that's really good. And
So it's like a place from...
it's the 30s.
Yeah, it's like going back in time.
Yeah.
There's
before there were other options in entertainment.
how long has it been around? Like I remember going there when I lived with Katie like once.
Oh, really? It's been around that long?
Yeah, but it didn't really catapult into. I would say like it has surpassed the Ship as like the coolest place to go.
Yeah, but like it also, I think, used to be kind of a speakeasy, wasn't it?
Green Lady.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe not.
I remember my time, like 10 years. It's got to be 10
Or
years
like
old.
Black Dolphin was, the one downstairs.
right next to it,
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It just all of a sudden was like on everybody's like, this is the cool thing to do list.
Which it is fun. I mean, I enjoy it, but like,
What'd you get to drink?
I don't fucking wine or something.
No.
Yeah, it's going out is the worst now because like I only drink wine because of my stomach. But if I get stuck with a place with beer, I have to drink beer. It's just the worst. I hate it. I hate drinking. It's
What does beer do to your stomach?
it just makes me burp and fart a lot.
Oh.
It's horrible. Yeah, I don't really like it. What was I going to say? But you go in, and half of Raytown was there last night. Like John P. and Dan Dateman were there.
Oh, really?
Someone's like birthday, so they walked in. But it's all red. Like you can't. It's like red lighting.
Where is it? Is it in Raytown?
No.
It's Crossroads, right? Or,
No, it's downtown. It's like 19th and
In that jazz
Main.
district?
It's right next to the cigar box and the.
Yeah, it's right down the street from the Sprint Center, but Crossroads side, like direction. You know what I mean?
So you walk in there, and everybody goes there, and it's cool. And there's young people in there because like they hear this is a cool, sexy place. It's great for Instagram. I imagine that's probably half the reason that it's
Yeah.
had an uptick.
Yeah.
because it looks different. But then I wonder how many of these like young people go and they're like, "This is really cool," and then they sit there for 12 minutes and like all they do is play jazz. You mean I just have to sit here and listen to jazz the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kept seeing that happen on like these people, and then they would get up and cycle out, and I'm like, I mean, it is just kind of it was really cool and fun, but
You have to listen to jazz.
you have to listen to jazz.
But it's not ear piercingly loud, so you can have a
Oh, no, it's
conversation.
perfect. Yeah,
you
it's a
know?
nice,
just
dark,
background noise.
sexy.
Yeah.
When you get older, that's what you want to do is
Yeah.
talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, that was fun.
We went to Gale's Sports Bar.
Is that like Gail's Harley Davidson?
It's not.
Is this the concession stand at Gail's Harley
Quite
Davidson?
the opposite.
No, it's where Mike's Tavern was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a gay sports bar.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It was Woody's. Woody's was
Woody's,
his name
yeah.
at one point, and now it's called Gail's Sports Bar. Is it nice on the inside?
Yeah, it's real nice. I mean, it looks the same, but like clean.
Is the Moose still there?
No, the Moose is gone.
The Moose is at Johnny's Tavern at 7th Street
really?
in KCK. That's where the Moose lives, Rock.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. You can go pet him if you want. He's not in great shape. Neither is that bar, to be fair. It's owned by a lawyer who lives upstairs.
I don't know that Chris lives there like full time anymore.
That's probably a good thing.
I think maybe like Derek might live there.
Well, that's probably not a great thing. I talked to my lawyer buddy yesterday. I was like, does he still come in? Like, does he still practice law? He was like, barely. He looks like he wakes up in his suit every day. I just can't fathom. Nicest guy on the planet.
Yeah.
But, like, that's just a bad life plan.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy this bar. I'm going to live above it.
Still practice
Come
law.
home to it every day.
Yeah. Well, Jill's like good friends with his sister.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a tiny world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, tell her not to listen to this podcast, or she might get sad or something.
All right, I'll let her know.
Yeah, I know it's pretty viral.
Do we know this person? Have I?
No, her name is Kristen O'Connor, but not that one.
Different one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll be sure next time I see her, I'll be like, don't listen to this podcast.
this specific one. Any of the other ones are fine, but
Yeah.
this specific one, I wouldn't. Yeah. Those are fine. Jen said no to soccer.
Oh yeah, I figured everybody said no.
Well, she'd play a sport. That's just not the one. Some people grow up not playing soccer. Did you know that?
Yeah, I see them. They're out there.
They play at Swope? Do they really?
That's what I was trying to tell you guys. Some people just do it for exercise.
I don't understand. I mean,
It wouldn't be the sport I picked to play for exercise if I had never played.
no.
No.
Absolutely not. You do get a lot of it.
Yeah.
Or you can get none. It's kind of up to you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just imagining, I mean, when we did, the one time we did play in college with a bunch of dudes who'd never played before, like Trent and Brendan,
Yeah.
it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Is it the sport that makes you look the worst?
The dumbest?
If you've never played.
I went to, right after
I mean, nobody can swing a golf club, so that's normal.
I went to the batting cages right after I could walk again after I broke my leg, and I put in like $12. I didn't make contact with a single ball.
I don't think I would either.
It's hard for me to fathom, even Jen, never playing soccer, looking dumber than I did in that moment. I can't.
You've swung a bat before.
That's true.
We should do that.
Go to the batting
Yeah,
cages
that
and
sounds
like,
fun.
actually, that's a really
I want to
good
try
idea.
it. Like, let's
Let's bet batting average.
we'll do a whole day at, not a day, but like a couple hours at Coolcrest. We'll like do a round of
Are they
putt-putt.
still open?
I think it was for sale.
Okay.
But like do a round of putt-putt, go around in the carts.
All right, this
Hell
is great.
yeah.
Cool Crest Olympics. We'll just create like a 3-series contest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, this is great.
Pre-betting, who wins?
That's what I'm saying. A batting cage, I've got to play. It's Dwayne or McMurray.
I got the go-karts
McMurray, I
down.
think, would beat me in that.
I got
Dwayne
the
needs to choke up a good 3 feet on his bat where he'd be holding the middle, you know, where the barrel becomes the handle.
That's because the bat my dad gave me was for a full-grown adult, and I was
You gotta get Rod Carew over here choking up a foot.
literally, it was a adult softball bat.
That's great.
I played 1 year of T-ball. I'm going to lose.
That's the only organized year of ball stick sports you played?
Yep.
That's the
it.
most un-American existence. Why did your mom love soccer so much?
I don't know. She's not even good at it. She's never even played. She just picked a sport she didn't know nothing about.
Your dad seems like he'd be a soccer fan out the box.
My mom and dad played co-ed with Abdullah once.
Oh, really? That sounds like the most awkward team of all time.
My mom broke her ankle, and my dad looked like a goofball.
Did you watch? Do you have memories of
We
watching
used
them?
to, with the Middletons, we'd be there at night. Their parents must have been on the
Wasn't
team.
that the one that had the twins?
Yeah, we'd play at All-American at night, just running around.
I remember riding the one away trip. We went out of town to Iowa with the Middletons, and they were in a covered truck, and I was in the back of the covered pickup truck with the two twins that just kept grabbing my genitals the entire drive to Des Moines. That's what they kept doing. They thought it was hilarious. So I've got these two kids, I don't know, 5 years younger than me. I'm probably like 12, and their game is to just keep grabbing my penis. And I'm like, fighting for my life in the back, like beating up these small children. Everyone in the front cab where there's air conditioning is not paying attention. So I'm literally back here being sexually assaulted by two small children, just beating them off. And then we like pull over to go to a fucking Quick Trip or something. And they're like, you guys want out? I'm like, yes! Let me out! This is awful. So that was great that my sexual assailants, you used to play pickup soccer with their...
Did they ever grab your genitals?
No, I don't remember anything like that happening to me.
It's just a me thing? Yeah. That was a traumatic team.
Something about Pat.
It was that team, and then it was the Greens that used to call me fat, and then I'd chase them around and I could never catch them. But then when I did catch them, the coach would get mad at me. Bob Hogue.
Bob Hogue.
Like, don't hit them. You saw me chasing them for the last 8 minutes.
Yeah, I didn't think
all
you'd
my
catch 'em.
intent was.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny. That's a long drive to Iowa.
Oh my God. That's all I could think about. When you said that name, I literally went back into the back of that fucking pickup for about 3 seconds, and it was not very fun.
Yeah, I don't know if my dad had played any sports at all in his life.
I can't imagine.
He had the slide up shin guards,
Oh yeah, the like Union Jack, all one piece of fabric.
the one piece
Franklin.
with the
Yeah.
Franklin heel. One of those.
With no socks. Those
No,
were
he didn't have socks.
How mad do you think he was the whole time?
Oh,
Like he's just putting on his shin guards, cussing out your mom in his head.
Yeah, I feel like your dad, like his closest contact with sports was tossing around the old pigskin, and then he went straight to Vietnam.
He had a cigarette afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your dad more. Let's just have a weekly episode. If you could start curating some.
Some memories and
Yeah, that'd be great. How's the
I
cat?
was thinking about this the other day because I'm reffing out at Shields, and I was thinking about when I was a kid, my dad would just be over in the corner smoking a cigarette.
Inside Shields?
No. Overland Park, as Shields has like a outdoor complex.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I was like, I haven't seen a single parent smoking a cigarette out here.
It's crazy how much that has changed. The
Yeah.
cigarette thing. I mean, it's talking. Like, you remember smoking sections? You walk into Applebee's and you like, which section do you want? And people care.
Smoking, non-smoking.
Yeah.
like a single step and a 4-foot glass wall was gonna keep the cigarette smoke out of the rest of the
But
restaurant.
people actually cared. Like,
Yeah.
like you wanted to. You would wait for a non-smoking section because it mattered to you.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
It would be a little bit better.
And now the thought of that is like, how stupid are we, or were we? But like, if you still smoke cigarettes, you must just be angry at the world. Like, if you were smoking cigarettes in 1993, when you could walk into fucking Applebee's and smoke a cigarette, or you could smoke a cigarette, like there are
On a
people
fucking airplane.
exactly, who you remember smoking on an airplane.
Yeah.
Now smoking at the airport, impossible.
Oh yeah, you had to go out of
There's
security.
one room in
Not-
some of them.
Not even anymore. They closed it.
Did they?
They closed it in Denver. Is gone.
Because you can
And
walk
Atlanta
by and you
is
just
gone.
smell it.
The smoke in the room. Yeah.
But, the only one I know of still is Vegas, where you can go into and gamble while you smoke in like that little room.
Yeah, I saw
But
that.
you come out, you smell like a cigarette.
Yeah.
Jen has an aunt who says that, like, even on connecting flights, as soon as she gets off the plane, she just sprints out of security, bangs one, and then gets back in.
My
Man,
dad won't take an airplane anywhere because it's too long.
100%. I know people like that. Yeah.
He will fly.
They should just do a cigarette smoking airline.
They should.
Yeah.
they can paint it like a cigarette.
Yeah, exactly. Lighting up the skies. Richard Branson's intergalactic tourism thing's going to go under. Maybe he could just downgrade it to smoking flights.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I first worked at Zarda, they had a smoking. I used to have to empty ashtrays off the table.
Ugh. Do you remember cleaning up chew spit for movie theaters? That's the grossest thing I've been paid to do.
Yeah, I never even thought about chewing in a movie.
Oh, dude, it would be every movie.
I
It would
would
have like
just-
5, 6, 8 cups, and then you'd have to fucking clean it up.
Just leave it for the janitor or overnight janitor.
That was your one job.
Yeah, we weren't good at our job there, Pat.
Yeah, that's true. Do you remember throwing shit behind the last row?
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, this popcorn, we'll just throw it behind the last row. Fucking cleaning it up.
Let the janitor take care of it.
Yeah.
That poor guy.
Yeah.
Now being a janitor in a movie theater would be like the best job. You have to clean up after like 4 people the entire day.
Yeah.
It's true.
You just watch movies all day. That sounds pretty great.
I miss having some smoking bars. Like I'm glad that most of them aren't anymore, but like it's nice to have one. Like if you want to go out.
Well, Raytown. I think Raytown's actually a pretty good mix. Raytown needs another non-smoking bar, frankly.
Yeah.
People like it.
Yeah, I mean, well, Naughty Pine's non-smoking now.
Right.
Yeah, which is nice.
It's awesome. I don't know that they would be able to do that without that courtyard, though. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of their people smoke.
Yeah.
And they have to go out there and do it.
The courtyard's nice.
What'd you think of the airport?
Oh, it's awesome.
So you're a big fan. How many times have you been?
Been 3 times now.
You just made my brother so jealous.
Why?
All he does is talk to people about the airport. He's so sad he hasn't been there.
I'm going to call him.
Like, hey, man, this is a sweet airport. You really got to get up there.
Yeah, I'll call him on Sunday.
Tell us your...
You can just go up there, you know.
You can just go walk around.
Yeah.
Here's my Debbie Downer entire concept of the airport. Like, it's nice. It's great. But the entire point of the upgrade was to make it better while you're spending time there. And my entire thought of airports is I want to spend as little time at them as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, now you have to it's at least a 20-minute walk to get out. From gate to out. 15 minutes?
No. 5.
No.
Yeah.
Timing it. You better time it next time.
I will time it. I'll be going out Sunday, so I'll time myself from when I get in line at the check-in to when I get to my gate.
Oh, getting in was easy. I actually think that getting in was easier than it ever has been.
I agree.
But getting out is my point. Now, maybe I was just angry at the end of the flight and I wanted off that fucking tube of death so bad that it felt like 6 hours.
Oh.
But you used to get out of your plane from like walking through off the jetway to into open air Kansas City was what, 90 seconds?
Yes, straight out. Okay.
Now it's at least 10 minutes.
It's okay.
No way it's less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, maybe. But, like, that's a normal airport experience.
I know. The things that people hated about the old airport, like, what I loved about the old Kansas City airport is that I spent no fucking time there. So I wasn't pissed that when I was spending time there wasn't any bells and whistles.
Right. But that was a time where there were virtually no layovers there.
Yeah.
You know, they're trying to make it a layover.
More flights.
Yes.
I get that.
So,
I guess. I'm just being a curmudgeon.
Imagine you have a layover at old MCI and you're like, well, the one Burger King's closed and...
I'm just being a selfish asshole because I don't have layovers at KCI.
Yeah.
So, like, who gives a shit?
Right.
But I get it. What was your, like... Is there a thing that you were most impressed by?
Oh, there's a local pig there. That was cool. And a Made KC store, you know.
I would say that was cool.
That restaurant you took a picture of, what was it?
Big Chicken.
Yeah.
How long where?
I don't even know what that is. I just saw
It's Shaq's
I looked
chicken franchise.
It's only in the airport?
In Kansas City. I will say I was impressed by that when I walked in, that like the River Market was there and then you had Pig Witch and Made in KC. Like the amount of local shit was really cool.
Yeah. It was pretty neat.
Yeah.
What does the local pig sell there? Or is it
sandwiches? They don't sell you meats, I don't think. Frozen meats.
They don't have the butcher rack there?
No.
So when you walk through security and you go into like the terminal area where you can split off into the different terminals, right? And there's the stockyard smoke or whatever it is there.
Yeah.
Do you think that's real? Like, you just get punched in the face with barbecue smoke smell.
Oh, you think they're just pumping
I think it's Glade plug-ins with fucking liquid smoke in them. It doesn't smell right to me. And it's like in your face.
It might be like just a pure sales tactic.
Yeah, it's like when they used to pump butter smell into the movie theater to get you to go buy popcorn. I feel like that's what it is.
It might be.
It's also a little off-puttingly strong. Did you notice that?
No, but I will now. Like I'll pay attention this time.
Because there's nowhere for that smoke to go. I don't know.
Well, there are real smokers out there, which was like written about and people talked about, but they can't be in the actual
Right.
airport.
They're transporting it.
They've got to be outside the airport, like in an outbuilding or something. I would
Yeah.
Anyways, the airport though, everybody got really excited. Is it sad or like for like the last 10 days, like the mayor went up there, like people were complaining about the parking. Did you see that?
No.
Have you been picked up there, or are you always parking?
But no, I get picked up.
It dropped off.
Yeah.
So like people used to, you had the giant
Economy parking.
essentially you could park wherever the fuck you want and wait for your passenger to walk out
Yeah.
and be within 100 yards of
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
and now you can't. Now like the pickup square footage space outside the airport is 1/1000th of what it used to be, because you had 3 terminals. Each terminal was 100 times bigger.
Right.
Now it's this very small pickup window. You're supposed to go to the cell phone lot, wait for your passenger to call you, and then go pick them up.
That's stupid.
People are just going and triple, quadruple parking in the
That's
pickup.
what happens at
To wait for everybody
that's
to get
SeaTac. That's
Every airport.
Is it?
Yeah.
So that's not unique to
no,
us.
no, no.
SeaTac. The arrivals has like 10 lanes. And
Yeah.
4 of them are for pickups and drop-offs.
Yeah, the pickup and drop off at Portland too is like it's a
You gotta go
chaotic.
over
It's like being on a New
17
York City
roads,
highway.
yeah.
Yeah.
If I was on the curb and there were 3 cars waiting for passengers blocking me in, I would like turn into the Tasmanian devil.
And that's just
You just gotta like put your nose out and then like I'm going.
Yeah.
So back up or turn your wheels all the way and go sideways. I don't know. I'm going.
You good with big city driving? You go back to the Seattle?
Do what?
Like when you went back to Washington, are you
Oh.
good with big city driving again? I guess it's easy around here. Nothing here is
it's
compared.
very hard. I drove to Chicago, and it's
I hate
hard.
driving in Chicago.
You have
hate
to
it.
be forceful.
It's awful.
It's, I'm just like, all right, go. Come on.
Have you noticed that people are just disobeying the laws here more?
No.
You haven't on the road?
People are just not good drivers.
I think I've talked about this a little bit, but people are caring less about, like, temp tags are a big thing on Reddit.
Oh,
You're on
yeah,
Reddit.
yeah.
Everyone's talking about how crazy temp tags are.
They are.
There are cars out there 2 years
Yeah.
worth of temp tags.
Yeah,
At
we
one
saw a
point, I was
21 the other
Are
day.
they just not pulling these people over? Because 10 years ago, I would have got 700 tickets.
They're not pulling those people over anymore. Like, the code enforcement has changed a little bit.
Yeah.
But, like, how people are just flippantly not caring about temp tags, they're also flippantly not caring about red lights. Like, you have to wait longer when your light turns green now to safely go into the intersection than you used to, because people are fucking whizzing by.
Yeah, they just keep going.
When I had a shitty car, I would just dream about getting in accidents like that. Like just waiting for that light to go green and just going no matter what.
I saw one the other day where someone was so fucking pissed that someone was taking like a super long yellow and his light turned green and he aggressively rammed into the car that was running the red light. Fuck you, I'm targeting you, it's my green. Fuck you.
Well,
I would dream about that.
yeah, but like if you do that,
I would never do it.
the insurance won't cover his car for that.
He was in the wrong.
No, he was, because you have every obligation to do all you can to mitigate the accident, according to your policy.
That's
So, like,
stupid.
if you intentionally hit somebody because they were coming through the light and you saw it, then
But he would never say he intentionally did it.
no, but that person would.
It's on fucking film now.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like rules matter less than they used to, and people are making up their own rules more, and then trying to hold society accountable to the rules they made up in their own head about how shit should work. And where was I the other day? Like the guy that pulled a gun, threatened to shoot me walking Fritz 6 months ago or whenever that was. I just feel like people are way closer to the edge of losing their minds than they ever have been.
Yeah, it's. Are we on the brink of Mad Max territory?
I think we are. It's kind of fun to. We're back at. Is that why the zombie apocalypse is popular again? Is because we all are rooting for an apocalypse?
Are we one arsenic cloud away? It's possible.
I like that idea.
I wrote down, what do you think the first person who put ice in their drink, they're like, oh man. Do you think?
Yeah, how do you think that even? They were using it for other things, and he's like, my drink's kind of hot.
It fell in his drinker.
Ooh.
That's good.
Where did that? Was that when you tasted the room temperature Peeps?
Well, I thought about it when I was at Quick Trip earlier, and then I saw your Peeps, and I was like, I better write that down. That's good stuff. And so I wrote down ice, but I just saw it.
What else you got?
That was it. This is somebody else's.
Oh. Did you write ice with a Z?
Question mark.
Shad, you didn't bring any notes.
Imagine if you lived in a world where ice didn't exist.
Yeah, like
And then
France.
it did.
Oh, yeah.
Is that mind-blowing to you when you went to Europe, like on your soccer trip when you're like 12 and you go get a soda and no one has ice?
I can't, like, I don't remember that portion.
I remember mind-blowing. They're like, it's already cold. You don't need the ice.
No. You do, and they give you lukewarm water. Right?
Yeah. Everybody drinks warm
weird.
water, which, because nothing that's good is good for you, lukewarm water is better for you.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
In cold water?
Uh-huh.
Someone told me once that ice cold water, your body has to work so hard to heat it up to get it to room temperature that you can lose weight. So like one summer day, I drank a lot of ice water and I didn't see any results.
Yeah. Damn.
That was my first failed diet. Mm-hmm. The ice water diet.
Ice water. Yeah, I don't know. I've read this thing that was like,
This isn't working. Forget this.
That happens all the time.
Sure, but it's just funny. It only took one day.
Yeah, 100%. And
Come on, let's try this for at least a week.
the first time, and this is like when I was living in the house where I did eventually lose all the weight, I was like, I'm going to go low carb. The first thing I did that morning was drink a whole carton of orange juice. I didn't know what had carbs in it.
yeah, that learning curve is hard. You're like,
Well, I guess I'm starting
tomorrow. I'll start when all 7,000 grams of carbs cycles out of me now.
I'm already behind a week.
I'll add a loaf of bread to start.
Wait, bread too? Christ.
It is remarkable, like, how carbs are in everything.
My dad, he's been a skinny, I'm a skinny person. He's a skinny person. He's been skinny for 60 years, but now he's starting to get a belly.
Oh, no.
And he's like, he cannot figure out what to do. I'm like, Dad, you can't have bread. Stop having sugar. And he's like, no, I only eat one meal a day. I'm like, yeah, but it has, you wash it down with a Pepsi and your metabolism doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
It's calories in, calories out. That's how it works.
Yeah, and I guess he doesn't get a whole lot of exercise.
No, none anymore. You
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah, so
Are you guys to the point where like eating changes your mood? Like if you make the wrong food decision, like your
You
body
start
just
to feel it.
Yeah.
Like I remember like Kevin James had a comedy bit about like eating a Big Mac when he was 20.
Yeah.
And then doing it in his 30s. And then he just fell asleep or something. I don't remember what the punchline was, but I'm like, yeah, I'm starting to feel those things.
Yeah.
Like eating the wrong thing will just make you tired.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Like
Like a-
being hungry is better than the consequence of what I eat half the
A
time.
plate of pasta, you're just done.
Yeah.
You cannot have a plate of pasta at lunch anymore and expect to go back to work.
Is that why I ate when I was on night shift up in Washington, and so I like ate my leftovers, which was like fettuccine Alfredo. And I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna die.
1,000%.
Now I gotta go work 12 hours.
Yeah.
It's crazy how.
No, I ate spaghetti for lunch.
And you just feel like there's a rock in your stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm starting to feel those things.
It's stupid. Getting old is really weird and dumb.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
Yeah. Cool.
Nice though.
Ice is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've had like I didn't ever believe in stretching like when we were kids. I was
No.
like, what are we doing this for? I don't need this. But now you like I can't do anything without 30 minutes of stretching or I'm just incapacitated afterwards.
I'm still anti-stretching, but I went and like took Fritz Fetch the other day and I threw the ball weird and I ended up sitting in the recliner for 3 days. 3 days.
Still anti-stretching.
Still anti-stretching. I got to figure that out. I feel like I'm so unstretchy that stretching is dangerous.
Yeah.
Like I need to go through a month of physical therapy just to be cleared to stretch.
When I was playing ball, I had the JUCO. I went to the trainer because my knee was popping, like over and over, and I was like, I don't know, something feels weird, and he's like, I figured it out. It's not your knee popping. You're actually like the least flexible athlete I think I've ever had in here. It's your hamstring rolling off the back of your knee because it's so tight and it's snapping against the bone.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it still does it to this day. No, it doesn't hurt. It just
How do you
feels
tie
weird.
your shoes?
It's awkward.
Yeah, can you show us?
You gotta put one leg up.
You do it like I did when I was fat. That's how I did it when I was 500 pounds.
Yeah, I gotta tie it like that.
I used to have to like stretch the sock over these 3 fingers so I could reach far enough just to get them over the toes.
I mean, I'll give you like a non-exaggerative, like
Yeah, give us a good bend over.
I can't. That's as far as I can go.
So do you have real itchy shins? Like if you had to wear shin guards and then you took them off after 3 games, you'd be fucked.
Like,
Oh,
I've never been flexible ever.
that's
We used to spend like 30 minutes before a game just stretching. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I would be
Who
like,
is this for?
I'd find something else. I'd be pulling blades of grass out and like examining. I don't know. I'd do anything.
I've never injured myself because I didn't stretch.
I used to tell my college rugby coach I can stretch or I can play, but I can't do both. So it's up to you, coach.
What do you want?
Yeah. Luckily, he wasn't much of a coach, so
Yeah.
he got to, just play.
Good dude though.
Yeah. This is a terrible segue, but I have to say, did you see that Phil Kirk died?
No.
Heart attack, sitting at the fucking airport, 37 years old.
No
Just
shit.
sitting there.
Who?
The guy we played rugby with in college.
No
He
shit.
had just gotten married, like, in the previous year, like, had a stepdaughter and a daughter, and just keeled over of a heart attack in the airport.
Wow. 37.
Isn't that just, like,
He's younger than
terrifying?
us. He's our age.
Our age, yeah. Phil was our age.
Man.
Isn't that bananas?
Yeah. I remember staying at his parents' house.
And, like, leaving in the middle of the night?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, that was all weird.
But that's, I mean, there are now people our age who, like, have survived cancer. Like, Kevin Kelly survived cancer.
Yeah.
And now, like, we have friends who died of heart attacks.
Brian Tennyson had cancer.
Did he really?
Yeah, testicular, I think.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. I didn't know that I knew that.
Yeah. But yeah, people our age.
Yeah.
Bizarre.
Yeah. All right, well, you guys want to go home and stretch?
Probably.
No, it
Drink
hurts.
this Peeps.
It doesn't feel
Will you drink
good.
it?
No, I don't want. I'm just
That's
What's
gross.
Get some Mountain Dew over there?
Yeah. I got one Gatorade that size and one Mountain Dew that size.
Oh, that's just healthy. It's a
Yeah.
healthy balance.
Yeah. Then I realized I couldn't tell them apart.
They're the same color.
I don't know that anything that color is actually healthy to ingest.
No.
That's a very unnatural color.
It is. It is.
But all right, well, we'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye.